Morning, all my dear students of class 6. In the last class of class 6 social, we have started new lesson of history, as you can see in the picture, chapter 8, Buddha, a great preacher, where I told you about Buddha, his life, how he got enlightened. As you can see in the picture, these are the beautiful picture of Buddha doing meditation. Now let us move forward. As you can see in the picture, I already explained you about the Dharma Chakra and the eightfold path. Today we are going to discuss about the Buddhist Council and many more topics. So let us start. Buddhist council. As you can see in the picture, after the death of Buddha, four councils were held at different places to write down his teachings and sermons and compile them into books. The first council was held at Sattapani near Rajgriha. So this is all about the Buddhist council. Buddhist council means after the death of Buddha, four councils. It's a kind of meeting which has been done by his servants or his disciples were held at different places. And the first council was held at Sattapani near Rajagriha in Bihar. So Rajagriha is in Bihar. The second council was held in Vaishali. The third council was held at Pataliputra, and the fourth council was in Kashmir. So as you can see in the paragraph, the first council of Buddhist council, the first Buddhist council was held in Bihar, the second Buddhist council held in Vaishali, the third Buddhist council was held in Pataliputra, and the fourth council was held in Kashmir. So there were differences among the monks regarding certain practices and rituals. It had been going on for many years without being resolved. During the reign of Kanishka, a remarkable change took place in the basic doctrines of Buddhism in the Fourth Buddhist Council. This led to the division of Buddhism into two sects, Hinayana and the lesser vehicle, and the Mahayana and the greater vehicle. So now there were differences among the monks. Among the disciples, there were differences among certain practices and rituals, because of which it has been divided into two parts. The religion of Buddhism has been divided into two parts, or you can say two sects. SECTS. The first one is Hinayana, which is known as the lesser vehicle, and the second one is Mahayana, the greater vehicle. The Hinayanists belong to the original sects. They looked upon Buddha as their teacher and guide and followed his simple teaching. The followers of Hinayana relied on good deeds and a holy life based on the eightfold paths as a means to attain salvation. They use Pali language for their preaching, their faith, and for writing their sacred literature. The Mahayanists believed that Buddha was the incarnation of God. They worshipped the images of Buddha and prayed for forgiveness of sin and for salvation. They introduced many rituals and ceremonies into the religion worship. They adopt Sanskrit for the writing of the religion book. Now, what is the difference between Hinayanist and the Mahayanist? The follower who followed Hinayana are known as Hinayanist, and the follower of Mahayana are known as Mahayanist. Although both are Buddhist, but there are difference between Hinayana and Mahayana. Hinayana believe they look upon Buddha as their teacher and guide and follow his simple teachings such as ahimsa and good deeds and holy life based on the eightfold path, all these things and salvation, and they use Pali language. But the Mahayanists were thought that Buddha is was the incarnation of God, and they worship the images of Buddha and prayed for forgiveness of sin and for salvations. They introduced many rituals and ceremonies into their religious worship. They adopted Sanskrit language. And the Hinayanists they use Pali language for preaching their faith and for writing all their sacred literature. On the other hand, the Mahayanists use Sanskrit language for writing their religious books. The next one is spread of Buddhism. So how the Buddhism spread? Buddhism spread all over India and abroad. Buddha's teaching were quite simple. He was against rituals and sacrifices. He laid stress on truth and karma that attracted the common people. Buddha opposed the caste system and believed that all men are equal. This won the support of the lower class people. As you can see in the picture, as I told you already, the use of Pali language, the popular language of the people, also contributed to the spread of Buddhism. Buddhism did not recognize the existence of God and avoided philosophical discussion that were beyond the understanding of common men. Great ruler like Ashoka, Kanishka, and Harsha embraced Buddhism. So some of the rulers of India, such as Ashoka, Kanishka, and Harshavardhan, embraced They took Buddhism as their religion. The rulers made Buddhism the state religion and popularized it. They sent Buddhist missionaries to many countries in Central Asia, West Asia, and Sri Lanka. Thus, Buddhism was transformed into a world religion. Buddha renounced his luxurious life to strive for the common man. His virtues, his love for truth, leadership, intelligence, and simple life attracted people towards him. The universities of Nalanda, Takshila, and Gaya became important center of Buddhist education. These universities attracted students from foreign countries. Two scholars from this university and made valuable contribution to spread Buddhism. So it's all about how Buddhism is spread in all over the world and how it become a world religion. Lots of kings such as Kanishka, Harshavardhan, and Ashoka helped it to spread it, and they converted themselves from Hindu to a Buddhism, and they spread it as much as possible. And some of the universities, oldest universities are there of India, such as the Nalanda University, Taxila, and Gaya University. Gaya University was some of the important centers of Buddhist education, where this university attracted students from foreign countries too. Scholars from these universities made valuable contribution to spread the Buddhism. Now, as you can see in the picture, ruins of Nalanda University are still there. As you can see in the picture, there are the beautiful picture of Nalanda ruins inside. So there are the ruins of the Nalanda University. So with this, I'm ending this class here. In this class, what we have learned about the Buddhist religion and how it spread and how it became a world religion. In the next class, I will be discussing many important parts of the same lesson. Till then, thank you.